What if you could stand on Africa's highest peak in the morning, witness the Great Migration in the afternoon, and end your day on an island once ruled by sultans? In Tanzania, this isn't just possible, it's an experience waiting to be explored. Whether you're planning your next big trip or simply curious about this breathtaking country, you're in the right place. Stay with me as we uncover fascinating facts about Tanzania, and make sure to watch until the end, where I'll reveal the must-visit destinations that make this country one of the greatest travel experiences in the world. Fun facts about Tanzania. Tanzania, the largest country in East Africa, covers an impressive 945,000 square kilometers. It's home to the mighty Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's tallest mountain at 5,895 meters, a dream destination for climbers and adventurers worldwide. But beyond its towering peaks, Tanzania is also known as the cradle of humankind. At Olduvai Gorge, fossils dating back over 2 million years have given scientists invaluable insights into early human history. The country is a vibrant cultural mosaic, with over 120 ethnic groups united by Swahili, its national language. Among them, the Maasai people stand out with their striking red robes, unique traditions, and deep-rooted connection to nature. Tanzania also leads the world in conservation, with nearly 30% of its land protected as national parks and wildlife reserves, making it one of the top destinations for nature lovers. Despite being located in a region with political turmoil, Tanzania is known for being one of the most stable and peaceful nations in East Africa. This stability has allowed the country to preserve its unique biodiversity, including rare species like the red colobus monkey and the Pemba flying fox, both found nowhere else on Earth. Tanzania is also a major player in agriculture, ranking among Africa's largest producers of coffee and tea. And did you know? This nation gained independence from British colonial rule in 1961, marking the beginning of a new era of growth and self-governance. But the real magic of Tanzania lies in its breathtaking destinations. And if you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Serengeti National Park. An over 15,000 kilometers expanse of golden meadows that stretches across northern Tanzania. The Maasai term Serengeti, meaning unending plains, is the origin of the name Serengeti. More than 2 million animals, including gazelles, zebras, and wildebeests, undergo the Great Migration in this habitat every year when the rains begin to fall. Massive columns of herds that can extend 40 kilometers in length are formed during migration. There are 3 separate areas inside the park: the acacia-dotted savanna of the Cerro Nero Valley, the plains in the north that meet the Masai Mara in Kenya, and the Gremeni River, home to enormous crocodiles, in the western corridor. Because there is an abundance of prey, lion prides can be rather large, consisting of more than 30 members. Kopjes, which are unique granite outcrops, the landscape and serve as both predator watchtowers and habitats for lesser animals. Various national parks and reserves in Tanzania and Kenya serve to safeguard the Serengeti because of the ecological importance of its habitat. Lake Natron. Deep in Tanzania's northern frontier lies Lake Natron, a crimson jewel shimmering in the heart of an ancient volcanic landscape. Its surreal, blood-red hue is no illusion. It's the result of microscopic algae that flourish in its hyperalkaline waters, where pH levels can reach 10.5. The lake's environment is as hostile as it is mesmerizing, with surface temperatures soaring up to 60 degrees Celsius, making it one of the most extreme places on Earth. But what makes Lake Natron truly extraordinary is its chemistry. The water's unique composition stems from volcanic ash, rich in sodium carbonate and other minerals, forming a natural source of natron, a substance the ancient Egyptians once used in mummification. Despite its seemingly inhospitable conditions, the lake plays a vital role in sustaining life. It serves as a crucial breeding ground for lesser flamingos, with up to 2.5 million birds gathering here to feast on the spirulina algae that give the lake its striking color. The sheer number of flamingos transforms the lake into one of Africa's most spectacular wildlife spectacles. Adding to its mystique, Lake Natron is flanked by the looming presence of Ol Doinyolingai, an active volcano whose volcanic ash continues to shape the lake's chemistry. This dramatic landscape is a testament to nature's raw power, a place where fire and water, life and death, exist in a delicate yet mesmerizing balance. Stone Town. On the western shore of Zanzibar, where the warm Indian Ocean breeze carries echoes of centuries past, lies Stone Town, a living museum of cultural fusion. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this ancient town has been a crossroads of civilizations for centuries, shaped by African, Arab, Persian, Indian, and European influences. Its labyrinthine alleys whisper stories of wealth and power through massive wooden doors, each adorned with intricate carvings that once symbolized the owner's status. Every corner of Stone Town is steeped in history, from coral stone buildings with ornate balconies to the remnants of former sultans' palaces and grand merchant houses. Among its most iconic landmarks is the House of Wonders, Beit al-Ajaib, the tallest building in Stone Town. With its towering pillars and grand balconies, it was a symbol of modernity, becoming the first building in Zanzibar to have electricity and an elevator. Nearby stands the Old Fort, a structure built by Omani Arabs in the 17th century. Initially erected as a defense against Portuguese invasions, it later served as a prison, holding secrets of Zanzibar's turbulent past within its ancient stone walls. Stone Town is more than just a historical relic. It's a vibrant, living testament to the cultures that shaped it. Nemba Island. A tiny teardrop-shaped coral sanctuary off Zanzibar's northeastern coast, Nemba Island is a private paradise. Though just 1.5 kilometers in circumference, it is surrounded by a spectacular 4-kilometer-long reef system known as Nemba Atoll, one of Africa's most breathtaking diving sites. Here, over 600 species of fish swirl through crystal-clear waters, while green sea turtles come ashore between February and September to lay their eggs on its pristine, powder-white beaches. The surrounding waters serve as a breeding ground for bottlenose dolphins, which can often be spotted near the shore. The island itself is fringed by a shifting sandy beach, while its interior shelters an ancient coral rag forest, where trees have uniquely adapted to growing on fossilized coral. Local fishermen still practice traditional fishing methods, navigating the waters in wooden dhows, as they have for generations. Ngorongoro Crater. Formed 3 million years ago when a massive volcano exploded and collapsed, Ngorongoro Crater is the world's largest intact volcanic caldera. Spanning 20 kilometers across and plunging 600 meters deep, it creates a natural amphitheater often called Africa's Garden of Eden. Its crater floor is a patchwork of grasslands, swamps, forests, and Lake Magadi, a shallow soda lake that turns pink with thousands of flamingos. This remarkable ecosystem supports around 25,000 large animals, one of the highest wildlife densities in Africa. Unlike the Serengeti, most wildlife here are permanent residents, including one of Tanzania's last populations of black rhinos. The steep crater walls form a natural barrier, keeping wildlife contained, though elephants and giraffes navigate the rugged slopes seasonally. The Maasai people still graze their cattle alongside wild animals, preserving traditions that predate the crater's protected status. What truly sets Ngorongoro apart is its high density of predators. Lions, leopards, and hyenas, living in unusually close proximity, making it one of the best places in Africa to witness the raw drama of the wild. Madaruni Waterfall. Hidden deep in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro, Madaruni Waterfall cascades 80 meters down into a vibrant emerald pool. It lies within the lands of the Chaga people, who have cultivated these fertile volcanic slopes for generations. The journey to Madaruni winds through lush coffee plantations, where bright red coffee cherries grow under the shade of banana trees. Here, local farmers still process coffee using centuries-old traditional methods, preserving a rich heritage. The waterfall's flow shifts dramatically with the seasons, roaring with immense power during the rains, yet transforming into a delicate silver ribbon in drier months. The crystal-clear pool at its base is deep enough for swimming, with waters cooled by their descent from Kilimanjaro's heights. The surrounding tropical forest teems with life, from colorful birds to black and white colobus monkeys swinging through the trees. The constant mist from the falls nurtures a lush microclimate, where ferns and orchids thrive in the damp air, making Madaruni a hidden gem of Tanzania's natural wonders. Tango City, an antique port city, where centuries-old alleyways along Tanzania's northern shore allow history to blossom. In various Bantu languages, the name Tanga derives from the term sail, which reflects its nautical past as a major commercial center. The buildings of the city chronicle several colonial eras. While traditional Swahili dwellings are found in the older areas, German-built constructions complement British governmental facilities. Naturally sheltered by Tanga Bay, the Tanga Harbor made this city vital throughout the spice trade. Just beyond the city, East Africa's biggest limestone cave complex, carved by ancient ocean waves, is the Amboni Caves. Remarkably important in local spiritual traditions, these caverns have archaeological evidence of human occupation going thousands of years. Surrounded by sisal farms, a remnant of German colonial era, when Tanga emerged as the top sisal exporter worldwide, the city is along the shore. Historic fish markets still function as they have for millennia, as local daos bring their daily haul. Moshi and Kilimanjaro. A lively gateway town tucked away at the base of Africa's highest mountain. Mount Kilimanjaro's snow-capped top towers 5,895 meters above sea level. Tanzania's coffee capital, Moshi's streets hum with farmers, coffee merchants, and mountain guides. Actually, the mountain is 3 extinct volcanoes: Shira, Kibu, and Mwenzi. Although Kibu features the well-known ice-capped mountain, over 80% of its glaciers have melted throughout the past century. The mountain traps moisture that supplies the nearby rainforest, therefore forming its own weather system. From tropical rainforests at the base, to heath and moorland, to an alpine desert, and finally the Arctic summit, this produces 5 separate biological zones. Coffee farms cover the rich volcanic soils of Moshi, where beans thrive at ideal altitudes under the shadow of the mountain. Living on these hills for millennia, the local Chaga people have created a complex system of irrigation furrows. The crown of Africa is the phenomena whereby Kilimanjaro's peak reflects the rising sun during bright dawns. Though climate change threatens its perpetual ice cap, the summit is snow-covered year-round even though it lies near the equator. Kendwa Beach. Unspoiled white coral sand stretches along Zanzibar's northern coast, free from the severe tidal fluctuations influencing other island beaches. Because the water here stays the same depth all day, the turquoise Indian Ocean waves provide perfect swimming conditions. Kendwa faces west, unlike the East Coast beaches, allowing guests to view amazing sunsets when douse sail over the golden light of the horizon. The unusual position of the beach also shields it from the high winds that during the Kusi monsoon season strike Zanzibar's eastern coast. Underneath the surface, coral gardens, which house vibrant parrotfish and starfish, start only a few meters from the shore. Still using age-old techniques, local fishermen set out at dawn from wooden dhows that have hardly evolved in form for millennia. The smooth sand of the beach is really made of little bits of coral broken down over millennia by ocean waves. The sea typically glows at night with bioluminescent plankton, producing soft light displays amid the gentle waves. Dar es Salaam. Tanzania's biggest city rises above old German colonial structures on the calm waves of the Indian Ocean. Reflecting its beginnings as a tranquil fishing community before becoming as East Africa's most significant port, the name means haven of peace in Arabic. While nearby the Gothic-style St. Joseph's Cathedral soars over busy streets, the city center boasts the famous Askari Monument, a bronze monument honoring African troops who fought in World War I. Housed in a German-built building, the Kenriaka Market is the commercial center of the city where vendors handle anything from textiles to spices. The Kivu Koni Fish Market opens early morning across the waterfront as wooden dhows arrive with their fresh produce. Architecture of the city reveals its past. Modern glass towers in Oyster Bay, Indian temples in Apenga, and Kivu Koni, Swahili-style homes. Originating here, the Tingatenga art movement was distinguished by vivid paintings today representing Tanzanian art globally. Park National Tarangire, a wilderness covered in ancient baobab trees, some more than 1,000 years old, their huge trunks like sentinels across the terrain. The Tarangire River, which runs northward across the park and supplies water when neighboring areas dry out, is the park's lifeblood. This permanent water supply draws one of the highest densities of species in Africa throughout the dry season, between June and October. With groups of up to 300 elephants gathering close to the river, the park boasts Tanzania's biggest elephant population. The tree-climbing pythons seen in Tarangire drape themselves across acacias and sausage tree branches. Termite mounds abound throughout the terrain, some rising to 4 meters to provide natural vantage platforms for tiny predators like mongoose. Comprising marshes with year-round tinted green, the park supports approximately 550 bird species, including the Kora bustard, the biggest flying bird in Africa. The grasslands between the old baobabs change drastically with seasons, lush and green during showers, golden and parched during dry months. Manyara is a gem of ecology where alkaline lochshores meet groundwater woods. Stretching along the western escarpment of the Great Rift Valley, Lake Manyara forms a special habitat where land and water interact. The park is well known for its tree-climbing lions, who have evolved this odd behavior maybe in order to monitor their area from above or escape the heat. While soldiers of olive baboons, often 100 strong, browse around the forest borders, the groundwater forest sustains one of Africa's largest numbers of elephants per square kilometer. During wet seasons, the lake itself can cover up to 200 square kilometers, yet it contracts drastically in dry times and becomes a mirror-like salt flat. As they filter little algae from the alkaline waters, great flocks of flamingos gather here and create pink ribbons down the shoreline. Africa's highest number of hornbills resides in the forest canopy, where their unique calls resound among the trees. evidence of the volcanic past of the area. Hot springs flare up close to the southern edge of the lake. At Zanzibar's northernmost point, Nungwi Beach is a lively fishing hamlet turned beach paradise, where two oceans mix to produce always calm, blue waves. The beach's unusual position at the tip of the island means it is not impacted by Zanzibar's strong tides, so maintaining the water open for swimming all day. Here, traditional Tao building still occurs, utilizing age-old methods by talented craftsmen creating wooden vessels without plans or power tools. At Zanzibar's northernmost point, Nungwi Beach is a lively fishing community turned beach paradise where two oceans mix to produce always calm, blue waves. The beach's unusual position at the tip of the island means it is not impacted by Zanzibar's strong tides, so maintaining the water open for swimming all day. Here, traditional Tao building still occurs, with expert craftsmen creating wooden vessels without plans or power tools using age-old techniques. Just below the beach, where injured sea turtles are rehabilitated before being reintroduced into the ocean, stands the Munurani Marine Turtle Conservation Pond. Fishing dhows make white sails cover the horizon at sunset. Near the shore, the coral reefs of the beach form natural aquariums where parrotfish and angelfish rush across glistening waters. Maintaining a centuries-old custom, local women still engage in low-tide seaweed cultivation in the shallows. Arusha City, a busy gateway city tucked away under Mount Meru, Africa's fifth highest mountain. Arusha, sometimes known as Tanzania's safari capital, lies precisely midway on the Old Cape to Cairo Road between Cairo and Cape Town. The city's proximity to several national parks has made it the center for the East African community and formerly held the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda. The Maasai Market highlights the cultural variety of Tanzania, where elaborate beadwork and vivid fabrics chronicle the stories of several tribes. Though contemporary calculations contradict this, the city's clock tower notes what is thought to be the midway between Cairo and the Cape of Good Hope. Preserved specimens from Oldaway Gorge that record the discovery of early human predecessors are housed in the Tanzania Natural History Museum. Many coffee farms surround Mount Meru. Their Arabica beans flourish in the fertile volcanic soils at the base of the mountain. Off Tanzania's coast, Zanzibar is a tropical archipelago rich in history where African, Arab, Indian, and European cultures have mixed for more than a millennium. Originally the world's top producer of cloves, Nguja, the major island, got the name Spice Island. From kilometers distant, ancient seafarers navigated using its unique scent. The island's heart is its spice farms, where cardamom, nutmeg, and cinnamon flourish on the same ground that made sultans rich centuries past. Particularly off Manemba Island, The waters around Zanzibar feature vivid coral gardens hosting more than 500 marine species. The architecture of the island shows its past. Persian bathhouses flank Indian traders' homes, while carved Zanzibari doors combine African, Arab, and Indian motifs. Found nowhere else on Earth, the rare red colobus monkey is protected in the middle of the island by the Jozani forest. Offshore, traditional Taos still follow age-old trading paths. Their triangular sails serve as evidence of maritime customs long before European arrival. Nestled at the base of the Uluguru Mountains, Ngorongoro is a peaceful city whose hills rise sharply to provide one of Tanzania's most arresting natural backgrounds. The Luguru tribe, who have expertly terraced these slopes for millennia, are the source of the mountain's name. With large sisal farms all across the surrounding plains, the city is Tanzania's agricultural center. The agricultural research facilities in Ngorongoro have made studies of drought-resistant crops a center of activity. Rare species like the Uluguru bushrike, discovered nowhere else on Earth, are safeguarded in the Uluguru Nature Reserve. Although the city runs the ancient Central Line Railway, constructed during German colonial times, its station remains as evidence of the commerce past of the area. Product from the mountain farms, where centuries-old traditional irrigation systems still operate, floods the local marketplaces. One of East Africa's top agricultural universities, Sokoine University of Agriculture, stimulates farming method innovation. After we have discussed Tanzania's amazing riches, from the Maasai people's cultural diversity to Mount Kilimanjaro's towering heights, it is your turn to make decisions. Of these fantastic encounters, which one would you start with? If the beauties of Tanzania have motivated you, remember to subscribe for more worldwide travels.